How's it going, everybody? Tom Cormier here, six-figure-a-month eBay dropshipper, doing another edition of my videos on the SaleFreaks channel, Tom's Guide, where I show you guys everything I know about how to dropship from Amazon to eBay using SaleFreaks and how to do it as quickly, easily, efficiently as possible. In this video, well, in my past videos, if you haven't seen them, I usually do go about, strategies, how to use different parts of SaleFreaks and how to put them together. But in this video, I am just going to go over the updates, the newest updates that SaleFreaks have come out with. And I really do think that they are personally extremely helpful for your business and how you can, get a lot more sales out of them. So that being said, there's not much of an intro for this video. I am going to go over, I'll name off the actual updates right now, and then I'll go into explaining them in the second part of this video. So the first update is that if you guys aren't using Open Box already, which I highly, highly suggest you do use, they have updated the new Open Box policy. They're calling it Open Box 2.0, and basically the ability that you gain from this is that you can list now. It was only like new items, so there's 4 different types of Open Box items. There's like new, very good, good, and acceptable. And now you can list. At first, you can only list like new items, and now you can list all 4 of the categories if you want. You get to choose what you want, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But I think it opens up the doors for just so many more possibilities because, back when when I was trying to list beforehand, you try to list like 200, 300 items or whatever, and maybe like 100 or so of them get kicked back because they are used Open Box items, but they're not in like new condition. But now you can pick what conditions you want, which ones you think are okay to use. So right now I'm only using like new and very good, but if you want to, move down in the ranks, you can use good and acceptable. And I'll explain that further later on in this video. So that's a huge boost in just the amount of items that you can list, and then just, getting away from other competition in other ways, shapes, and forms. So the next update is the newest update to Sales Hunter 2.0. And basically, I will just go over that later in the video, and I'll show you the newest updates where you can, pick how many times the item has sold in the past month and, a price range for it. So, you can list, you have more control over what your Sales Hunter is listing for you. The third update, not very many people might know about this update or know about this in general, but a lot of times when you're ordering items on Amazon for your eBay dropshipping business, you are going to get coupons. I wouldn't say all the time, but when I was ordering items by hand, I'd say maybe like on average 2 out of every 50 or so orders, maybe 3, sometimes a little bit higher, would have a coupon. And sometimes that coupon wasn't much, like maybe $1 off or, 5% off or something like that. But sometimes the coupons are pretty big and substantial. I would say the highest I've seen is, I think I've seen a 30% off one, and I've seen many $5 off coupons and stuff like that. So the auto ordering function on SaleFreaks now does support coupons, and I'll show you guys the coupons now. If you've never seen it before, or if you're a beginner and you don't really know what's going on about the coupons. And yeah, so I'll go over that later in the video as well. And if you guys stick to the end of the video, there is going to be the biggest update. It hasn't come out yet, and it's all about the final value fees updates and how to basically mitigate losing money with the newest update that came at the beginning of October with raising your if your service metrics are very high for your returns, your final value fees get raised 4% in that category. SaleFreaks has come out with a way to combat that, and I will explain that later in this video. So I hope you guys are excited about what's going on in this video. These updates are pretty awesome, and I think that they are going to help you hedge yourself in some losses and also make some extra gains. So it's a win-win situation, and I'll see you guys in the next part of the video. All right, so starting off with Open Box 2.0. If you guys haven't seen any of the videos that I've already made or the video that I did make on Open Box in general, then I highly suggest watching it. I'll link it up above. It'll come across the top of the screen in your top right of your screen. So click on that, watch that video, and really just get the overview of what Open Box is and how to actually implement it. But if you have been using Open Box, you will realize that this part of Open Box, which is right at the beginning when you log into your global settings, has never been there before, and this is a new update. So myself personally, obviously, like new is always checked because that's the default option. But now you have the ability to just check good, acceptable, very good, whatever you want. I really don't want the risk of listing acceptable items because a lot of them seem to be extremely damaged in some way, shape, or form. And I might venture out to, actually listing good items. But right now, just to test it out, I've only chosen very good. So the way this is going to work is if your item has the like new option, it will get priced at like new. And in your eBay listing, it'll say, like it used to say, new other under it. like it does, under it, it'll be in parentheses like what type of new other it is. It'll say either like new, very good, good, and it'll show up on all of your eBay listings. So you could maybe explain in your description or your template, what each one means, so that the buyer will have a better idea of, actually what they're buying. I might make a video on that later because I think that is a semi in-depth topic. So right now I'm allowing very good. So say the item doesn't have a like new category, but it only has a very good and below, then it will price it at very good price and off of that price and then go from there. So with very little research so far, I listed a bunch of items last night and I enabled this last night. I didn't really look through very many of my sales or anything, but I did actually already make one sale. I don't even know what this item is. It's extremely cheap. I didn't even know I listed items this cheap, but I made around after cashback like a 10% profit. That doesn't matter. Because if you look at this item right here, I sold it yesterday or this morning. And if I click right here, basically this is the item. And when you scroll down, there is no like new option. There's only very good, and it was $3.07, and that's what I sold it for on the actual on SaleFreaks, or that's what it says on SaleFreaks that I bought it for right here, $3.07. So I did already sell one item that's in the very good condition. So this is proof that I am making extra sales, although it be a very small sale. I haven't checked any other sales really. I just found the first one and went with it. That I am making extra sales because of this update. So is this a good update? In my opinion, yes, it's a great update because there was a lot of items that I had getting kicked back because they were like new or not in the like new condition, and they were getting kicked back. So I was wasting a bunch of time searching for all these items and then not being able to list a large majority of them. So now we're going to move on to the Sales Hunter 2.0 section. So if you guys haven't used Sales Hunter, you don't know what that is, I also have made a video on Sales Hunter and how to do it. Basically, what Sales Hunter does is you give it a certain amount of sellers that you want it to track. So like you find them on either Zik Analytics or whatever you use. You want them to track, and it will track the sellers 24/7. And when it detects that the seller's made sales, it will basically list that item based off of your criteria. So before, the criteria used to be one time in the last 30 days, and now you can change however many times it is. So it says now you can do a max number of items listed in a 24-hour period. That has always been there. So first you enable it. I picked 500. I don't think I've ever listed 500 in a 24-hour period, but just in case, because I'm pretty sure I have listed over 100 in a 24-hour period. Numbers of items sold. That's numbers of items sold in the last 30 days. Right now I have it set to only one, but if you want to be more specific, you can pick 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously the item is going to be better if it's sold 5 times in the last 30 days as compared to 1. But I just want to try to get as many items as possible and get a video out on Sales Hunter, with some good results. Now, you can also choose a price range. A price range was never there. Say you don't want to sell items below $7 or whatever like I have, then you can choose that. Some people only like to list items above $25 or whatever your actual, whatever your rules are or what you follow, you can put in there, and you can have the price range. And then you can check the title source, and the title source is either the supplier or the seller, the target seller. So it'll either rip the seller's title or the supplier's title. I choose supplier's title at the moment because I don't trust, the target seller's titles, because, there's a lot of times that they could have words in there that aren't actually supposed to be in there, and then you end up getting screwed with a return later on down the road. So that's about it for Sales Hunter. I am going to come out with an in-depth video on Sales Hunter later, and I hope to get enough information using this new Sales Hunter update that I do have enough sales, to show a good correlation between Sales Hunter and just an increase in sales. So last but not least, for the actual implemented updates that have happened in the last week is the coupons. So if you guys haven't realized it, sometimes I just looked up a random item that I knew how to coupon or that I found how to coupon, and it's these Tide Pods. Don't go eating them out there, kids. We're only drop shipping these things. Basically, it says right here, clip coupon. Sometimes when you click on the actual listing, it'll show that there's a coupon there. But when you add it into your cart, it also gives you the ability to clip coupon. So how do you save the money on it? You literally just click coupon, clip coupon. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. And that's when you go to checkout, it'll be $2 less. It'll be $17.83. So before, the auto ordering system didn't have the ability to clip these coupons, and now it does. I have realized over time, back when I used to do ordering by hand, that there is a decent amount of coupons that you will get. This is extra money to be saved, and it doesn't seem like a lot, $2 here, $1 here, but I had an item one time that I sold 50, 60, 70 times, and every single time it had a $1 coupon. Sometimes coupons are only for a one-time buy, but sometimes they're always there. I don't really pay attention to that in general. It's just, you know, it's just extra money in your pocket that wasn't there beforehand, and every dollar counts when you're drop shipping. So I do think that this is a great update, and it's going to save people, you know, a little bit of money. Like the extra $2 there, that's 10% saved right off, like right away, or just about 10%. So that's pretty awesome in general. And, you know, you're going to get higher profit percentages because of it. So if you guys stayed this long, then I will explain to you the future update that is coming up for the final value fees. So if you guys haven't seen any of the videos I've made on service metrics, I've made one on my actual YouTube channel, Ecom Tom. And if you don't know what this update is, you really need to be paying attention to this, because back in the day, or back, you know, even a month ago, everybody was giving out returns all willy-nilly, like, you know, oh, return, because it didn't matter. It was no skin off your back. But now eBay is penalizing you if you have high rates of returns, or very high rates of returns in specific categories. So this is one of my categories on one of my accounts. I actually am still in the very high percentile, but I've been working on getting it down over time. You want to click on projected rate or current rate. You know, current rate is what you're actually at. And I am still actually in the very high at my current rate on this category as well on this account. But I have managed to get the majority of them back down to low or average or whatever. But what SaleFreaks is implementing is the ability to update the final value fees per specific category. So for me, this is eBay Motors. Right now, I'm charging the same final value fee on eBay Motors that I am on Home and Garden, that I am on video games, toys and games, whatever they are. But I'm getting charged way more on eBay Motors because I have very high. I'm getting charged 4% for that. So technically, I'm possibly losing money on some of my sales because of the fact that I'm getting charged like 13% final value fees instead of 9.15 or whatever it is. So in order to combat that, SaleFreaks has implemented, or is going to implement, the ability to just pick specific categories, what your final value fees are in that category. So if you don't have very high in that category, you can just make it 9.15 like regular. But if you are very high in that category, then you can make it 13.15 and add on the 4 extra percent. Sure, you'll probably make a lot less sales in that category, but hey, you won't be losing money if that's what you're most concerned about. So personally, I think I'm going to just try to get all of my metrics down below very high. But if I, for some reason, can't figure it out on some of the categories, or I can't mitigate it, then I might as well just raise it 4% in that category, but keep it at a regular percentage for all the other categories. So I hope you guys are excited about these updates, the 3 that did come out and the one that is going to come out. And I hope I explain it well enough for you guys to understand, go out, implement it on your own, and do some of your own research and, you know, tinkering with them. I do think you're going to save money with the coupons. You're also going to make a decent amount more sales with the open box items if that's what you do, using very good, acceptable, whatever you choose. Really read into the rules on the different categories, because some of those acceptable items are like absolutely mangled, and I wouldn't sell them to anybody because, you know, you're going to get a return on it. Yeah, and you want to mitigate returns as much as possible. Also, if you guys haven't tried out Sales Hunter, like, there's no reason not to. That's a good reason to keep a good sellers list that you're, you know, keeping like well kept and keeping track of, like the good sellers out there, because then you can just add them into your Sales Hunter, and that's going to be extra added items. I know on one of my accounts I was using Sales Hunter, but then I moved it over to another account because I wanted to see if it, you know, a big change, because it's a smaller account. So I wanted to have Sales Hunter help build it and show a good, you know, correlation between it. At the moment, you know, that's in the early stages, but on the other account, you know, I have made a decent amount of sales with Sales Hunter in general. So everything that I've talked about will definitely help you out in this business, and I hope you guys found it very informative and very helpful. If you guys haven't moved on to SaleFreaks, I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but if you have yet to move on to SaleFreaks, they are still offering 6 months at 50% off. So there's no reason not to. You get a 2 weeks free trial. You can try it out. You can make a new account or do whatever on that new trial, so that you can, you know, make sure that SaleFreaks is doing all of what, you know, you think it is. So I hope you guys found this video informative, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.